It used to be said that we should think out of the box. I'm submitting to us the time has come that we must think without the box. We must throw away the box and begin thinking, because we do not know who brought this box. But we are being told to think outside of.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king. I'm a king.
You know, sometimes as a Christian, I think to myself, when God is upstairs and is looking down upon his earth and is looking at his children, he must hold his chin and say, these children that I put in Africa, what happened? What happened? In the words of Paul in his letter to the Galatians, you foolish African, who are... Because right now, in every African country, civilization that know what they want are looking at African resources. The Chinese are here. Right now, for many who are in the middle class, if you are asked which language you want to learn as a foreign language is Mandarin. I was telling my pastor that he should not be surprised next time there is a baptismal service when he asked the godparents of some of the children, and what name do you give this child? They'll say, Deng Xiaoping Toi. In other words, culturally we are being reconquered again. We established the University of Namibia, we established the University of Nairobi, the University of Dar es Salaam, complete with civil engineering, but even your beautiful road here in Namibia, taking us to the airport, is being done by the Chinese. Our beautiful road in Nairobi, Kenya, which we call the Thika Superhighway, was done by the Chinese. The road in Uganda from Entebbe to Kampala is being done by the Chinese. The port of Tema in Ghana is being done by the Chinese. The airport in Ghana is being done by the Chinese. Oh, the Chinese. Oh, the Chinese. Where are our engineers? Where are our doctors? Right now, I would not be surprised if at the University of Namibia there is not an institute called the Confucius Institute. There are Confucius Institute at the University of Nairobi, at the University of Dar es Salaam. The Chinese know what they want. And throughout the ages, those who know what they want get what they want if they work at it. The question is, do we know what we want? How can we possibly know what we want if we don't even know in the first place? And once again, I'm saying that the leadership is at the very heart of it. You know, African countries have many ethnicities. Here in Namibia, you don't have the problem in that major sense. In my country, in Kenya, we have it, but we have succeeded in managing. In Tanzania, 120 ethnicities, but Mwalimu Julius Nyerere was very clear that if you want things to divide you, you'll always get them. Therefore, we must look for things that unite us. And I'm submitting to us that Africa will only realize the potential if we who are assembled here, particularly those of us who have gone to school. You know, it used to be said that we should think out of the box. I'm submitting to us the time has come that we must think without the box. We must throw away the box and begin thinking, because we do not know who brought this box. But we are being told to think outside of. It used to be said that we must heat the iron while it is hot. I'm saying no, we should heat the iron so that it becomes hot. In other words, I'm saying we must begin to do things differently. We must begin to do things that will liberate us. In agriculture, what are we doing in agriculture in Africa? Who makes your seeds Syngenta and Monsanto? Who supplies you with water? Coca-Cola. Who supplies you with chicken? They get chicken here in Namibia, and then they call them Kentucky Fried Chicken. Why they are not called Windhoek Fried Chicken, I've never understood. We must begin to feed our people, and Africa can feed herself. You talk about unemployment. Why can't we employ our young men and women in the agricultural sector? The South Africans are doing it in the wine areas. Why can't we do it? If the Israelis are engaged in dry land agriculture, I'm told that Sam Nujoma, when he was in the bush and even when he became the president, dreamt of a Namib and Kalahari desert that would be green. Are those dreams not valid? Is it not possible to convert the Kalahari desert into a green environment? Is it not possible to produce food that can feed SADC? Why must we limit our thinking? Those of you who are leaders here, those in parliament, sometimes I'm beginning to debate and to ask myself, this thing that we call parliaments, with due respect to those who are parliamentarians, can we not re-examine them so that we stop wearing wigs in them, so that they begin to respond to our realities? In other words, we can forget the form and look at the substance. Is it possible to do things in a different way so that we achieve things in a manner that we understand? Because Alexander Pope once said, a little modernity is a dangerous thing. Drink deep the western spring or taste not. Is it possible that these governance structures that we have do not respond to our needs? We are told that there is something called democracy. Who defines it? Who is this who has the monopoly of wisdom, whom God sent without our knowledge, to tell us that the democracy must have certain ingredients which are defined for us in Europe and America? Can't we define them in Windhoek? Can't we define them in Pretoria? Can't we define them in Maputo so that we have something with an African flavor? Can we not? In other words, time has come that we must make our universities the seats of thought. The minerals that we have, can we not add value? The borders that we have, and I said in the morning and I'll repeat it again, why? When I want to come to Namibia, must I ask, do I need a visa? Why? Why do I need a visa? Why do I need a visa to go to Liberia? Why do I need a visa to go to Ghana? Why can't I wake up in Nairobi in the morning and come to Windhoek here just to see Windhoek? Because an American in Boston, Massachusetts can wake up in the morning, fly 6 hours, and is only grappling with one currency, the dollar. Look at your Africa. Then you delude yourself that you can grow. How can you grow? When you have a population of 1.2 billion people and none of our currencies is called hard currency. Not one. Not one. I have Kenya shillings in my briefcase. Until I am back in Nairobi, it is useless. I'll carry a souvenir of $1 Namibian to beef up and enrich my money collection, but it will be useless. Can we not think of having a currency that has validity initially across the SADC? and one across East African Community, and one across Central Africa, and one across ECOWAS, and another one in the Maghreb, so that in 2050 or 2063, we have one currency called the Afro. Is it not possible? Is it beyond our imagination? Particularly the young people who are here, when we are talking about Agenda 2063, is it not possible? Is it not something that we can imagine? I'm submitting to us that it can be done. I'm submitting to us that we must begin to work at it. You know, sometimes when I think about Africa and I'm told that Namibia is 95% Christian, nominal Christians. People who go to church on a Monday as a social duty, on a Sunday and Saturday, but perhaps no conviction. But I sometimes suspect that we get the Bible very wrong. When Christ is saying that today has enough problems, do not think about tomorrow, he's not telling you to stop thinking. He's simply saying, prepare for tomorrow so that for today, tomorrow. In other words, he's saying, if you prepare for today, tomorrow will take care of itself. But this idea that Kenyan religious philosopher called Mbiti says that Africans are notoriously religious. And you see it even in schools. We must all be prayerful. I'm all for prayers as a practicing Christian. But this assumption in every sector of our life, that when you are a student, you don't read at all. And then 1 week to the examination, your entire family is involved in prayer and fasting. You will never pass the examination. This idea that when we have economic problems, then we pray and fast. It will never happen. Even when you look at the Bible, the dream by Joseph is that you store during times of plenty. It is in the Bible before the birth of Christ. So even if you give the African problem a spiritual dimension, we still don't get it right. And I'll continue on that trajectory to take you to the book of Matthew, about this man who goes away and gives one person 5 talents, and another one 2 talents, and another one 1 talent, and he goes back and comes back and he finds the one with 5 talents saying, oh, I've made 5 more, good worker, and another one 2 talents, good worker, and to the one that was given talent I say, I know you. You are in the business of gathering where you did not spread. And he tells him, why did you not take it to the bank? If you allow me, sometimes I suspect that the one with 1 talent was us, the Africans. Because uranium is under our earth. Natural gas is under our earth. Gold is under our earth. And the Bible is still right. And to those who do not have, even the little that they have, will be taken and it will be given to those who have. Now you see, your uranium is being given to the Chinese. It's being given to the Malaysians. Your gas is being given to Shell BP. Your oil is being given to Total. Your timber is being given to the Malaysians. And here you are left wondering, waiting for God to come majestically and dramatically to part your Red Sea. You must part your own Red Sea. Because you have the intellectual wherewithal to do it.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I think I'm a king,